21 December 1964. Dearest Susie, it is 4 days till Christmas, but you would never know it over here. There are no Christmas decorations and no music. Even AEN doesn't play any Christmas music. But I guess we will have to work Christmas Day. And I guess that is just as well. I would be just that much more lonely. I suppose by the time you get this letter, Christmas will be over. How did you like your Christmas present? Did the boys have a good time? Oh, I got the picture of Billy, and I have to agree with him. I think they came out very well. I hope you're getting my letters all right. I don't know how often they pick up mail here. Also, I don't know how long we will have to wait for our mail. Nobody seems interested in getting it up here. Bob Scott did not come up here with us. He is the only one in the platoon who didn't. Anyway, yesterday we got word that he crashed another one. Another total wreck. He was not hurt though, so I guess he was lucky. We had a pretty big troop lift this morning, but it was real quiet. I don't think there was a shot fired. Those are the best kind. We took in a company that was equipped with big German Shepherd dogs. They were all donated by Germany. Well, things are real quiet. We still don't know when we will have to go back to Vinh Long. Take care of yourself and the boys. I love you all very much and miss you more all the time. So, I will close for now, sending you all my love. One more thing. I don't think you will want to play Pinochle against me when I get back. I'm sure getting a lot of practice up here. All my love. Bill. The Armed Forces Network, or the AFN, often referred to as the American Forces Network, played a critical role in providing entertainment and morale-boosting content to U.S. military personnel stationed far from home. Originally known as the Armed Forces Radio Service, this network has operated since 1942, providing programming for American soldiers all over the world. During the Vietnam War, the AFN Far East Network, or AEN, broadcasted a mix of news, music, and radio shows to troops in Southeast Asia. AEN aimed to bring a sense of normalcy and connection to soldiers stationed in remote and often dangerous locations. Popi's letter highlights a poignant absence in the AEN programming, the lack of Christmas music during the holiday season. This omission could reflect logistical challenges, local sensitivities, or simply the operational priorities of broadcasting to a war zone. For many soldiers, music was a lifeline to home, and the absence of familiar holiday tunes likely deepened the sense of isolation. While he knew his wife and 3 kids were home and celebrating Christmas without him, he clearly missed the familiar sounds of Bing Crosby and the like. Though he had always lived in Florida or Georgia or places where it didn't snow, he was probably dreaming of a white Christmas at that point in time more than any other in his life. The AEN was later immortalized in popular culture, most notably in the 1987 film Good Morning Vietnam, starring Robin Williams. The film portrays the life of Adrian Cronauer, an AFN DJ who used humor and music to boost morale for troops in Vietnam. While the movie showcases the power of music and radio to connect soldiers to home, Popi's letter reveals how the absence of such comforts could amplify the loneliness of service. Together, these perspectives remind us of the profound emotional role of entertainment and communication in wartime. Pinochle, spelled Pinochle, is a card game Popi mentions in his letters semi-often. It is a trick-taking card game with origins in the 19th century, believed to have been derived from the earlier French card game Bezique. The game was brought to the United States by German immigrants, where it gained immense popularity, particularly in the Midwest and among military communities. Its name likely comes from the German word binocle, which is related to the French binocle? I don't know. It means eyeglasses, referring to the game's original pair scoring mechanics. Pinochle became widely played during the 20th century, often as a social activity among families and friends. The game's strategic depth, combined with its reliance on partnerships and bidding, contributed to its enduring appeal. Pinochle is typically played with a special 48-card deck, which includes 2 copies of each card from 9 to ace in the 4 traditional suits. The game is played in 3 main phases. Bidding, where players bid on how many points they believe they can score in a round based on the strength of their hand. Melding, where players reveal specific combinations of cards, called melds, for points. Melds include pairs, runs, and the titular pinochle, which includes the Queen of Spades and Jack of Diamonds. And finally, trick-taking, where players take turns playing cards, following suit, or playing trump if unable to follow. The goal is to win tricks and accumulate points from the valuable cards within them. Pinochle requires a blend of memory, strategy, and teamwork. Successful players must assess the potential of their hand, communicate subtly with their partner, and adapt their play based on the revealed cards. Without an in-person teacher, I've had a very difficult time trying to learn the game. I hadn't heard of it before reading these letters, and when I asked Meemaw about it, she was shocked I had never played it. She almost didn't believe me when I mispronounced it and thought I was joking with her about my ignorance. Maybe during the holidays I'll finally sit down and try to learn it for real. The photo I chose for today depicts what appears to be a common space building on the Vinh Long Airfield. It has a sign on the outside depicting the 114th Aviation Company unit's crest. It is a black knight chess piece with wings in front of a yellow and blued shield. Perhaps Popi would sit here with his friends and listen to AEN when they weren't busy. I'm Alex Lowy, and I hope you have enjoyed listening to this episode of Dearest Susie, and receiving messages from the past that my Popi wrote exactly 60 years ago. I sincerely appreciate your time and interest. Please consider following the podcast on your preferred platform, and if you're enjoying it, I kindly ask that you take the time to rate the show and leave a review. Also, please follow the project on YouTube, X, and Instagram. All likes, comments, shares, and reviews will help grow the reach of this story. The links for these things should be in the description of this episode. Please feel free to email me at dearestsusiepodcast@gmail.com if you have anything you'd like to say. I'd love to chat or to hear about your stories as well. Thank you for listening, and God bless.